Hello everyone, and welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of this channel, and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. Today I'll be taking you on a journey through narcissism, understanding the narcissist, and understanding the narcissist-related disorders. But today we're going to be presenting episode 95 on the N.A.R.C.N network, and the title of episode 95 is How the Narcissist Chooses Their Victims. So how does the narcissist single out victims and choose the people they go after? Well, the narcissist has a criteria list for this purpose. And this is what we're going to actually talk about in this episode, is the top things on that list that the narcissist looks for when they're going after victims. So we're going to just cover probably the top 3 things, and then after we might actually have a second part of this particular video, but we'll decide this at a later date. So the number one thing that narcissists go after when they're looking for victims is empathy. The narcissist seeks out people who have high degrees of empathy, good traits, helpful traits, people who will listen to them, people who want to give to other people of their time and just of themselves. And narcissists will go after people who have natural empathy. That is to say that they are just helpful people who are concerned about others and are easy to approach, easy to talk to, easy to deal with. But they also go after people who have spiritual empathy, and that is to say that there are people out there who either are church-following people or of other religions or other religious followings or of spiritual followings that have high degrees of spiritual empathy. And many narcissists like to go after those people as well too, because those people as well usually present as extremely caring individuals and extremely outgoing people who are easy to approach and who show empathic traits towards others that include caring and being concerned and wanting to be helpful and wanting to help other people out. And narcissists love these traits in either type of these people, and they go after this. It is their primary target and their primary thing that they look for in all narcissistic victims, and this is something that they're drawn to automatically. Now, the second thing that they go after is people who have good comprehensions of respect, or who themselves are very respectful with others. The reason that they do this is that people who have or possess a lot of respect for others around them, these are not people who are going to be probably difficult for the narcissist to deal with. Again, they may be open, they may be conscientious about others around them, conscientious about themselves, conscientious how other people think and feel. And the narcissist is going to be attracted to people who are respectful in this nature, because these people, strangely enough, who are respectful are often in turn people who can be very flexible where respect is concerned. These type of people are usually not very demanding either of reciprocated respect. You would think that people who have high degrees of respect themselves may demand high degrees of respect back. But often in my psychological studies, one of the things I've come to understand is that people who are very respectful often don't look for that reciprocated respect on the same level with others that they come from. It may seem strange that this is the case, but this is actually the case. In psychology studies, they have found that people who are very outwardly going and respectful to other people don't necessarily look for that same respect from others in a reciprocated form that narcissists sometimes desire. So therefore, the narcissist can get away with exhibiting more control over these people, or more control over these victims, because those victims are less demanding of respect being returned to them by the narcissist. And as strange as this is actually the scientific case of what goes on as far as why narcissists look for people who put forth a lot of respect to other individuals. Now, the third reason for what narcissists actually look for in victims or individuals is boundaries. Narcissists seek people who do not have really stern boundaries, because again, this allows them to get away with things with people who may have more stern outlooks on their boundaries. So they look for this in people that don't have really solid boundaries, people who aren't going to react adversely to them if they come on very strongly, or if they present certain things or certain ideas to those victims. Narcissists like people who are very, very open. This is part of the narcissist reverse psychology that they have within their mind state. Narcissists will often seek interaction of people who don't have really, really intense boundaries around them, or aren't really self-protective in this particular nature, because again, it makes that person easier to deal with, and they can get away with other things that a person who has really high levels of boundaries with may not normally put up with from that narcissist. So the narcissist will observe their victims and test their victims to see what that victim's boundaries are, what their respect levels are with people around them, and even with dealing with the narcissists themselves. And they will analyze all of these things, and included in this is, of course, the empathic factors that the narcissists look for. And all these things combined together make up for the things that the narcissist, or the top 3 things that the narcissist looks for in an individual when they're trying to pick out a victim to go after. Of course, all these things combined together, the narcissist is constantly analyzing as they're dealing with a victim to see, how they can function with this person, what this person will allow in the confines of the interaction with the narcissist, and what this person will get away with. And as the narcissists come to understand how all these things work with their victim, and what their boundaries are, what their respect level is, and how empathic they are towards the narcissist, they will then begin to start to manipulate all these things with their narcissistic victim, and then it will begin to start to determine how to use these things against this victim for the narcissist's benefit, to see what they can get away with, and how things can go on functioning in the future with the victim that they're dealing with. So these are the top things that the narcissist looks for, and of course this is universal across all narcissists. All narcissists look for these 3 specific top characteristics in victims that they're going after, and then they determine how they can use these particular elements against those narcissistic victims, as well as other things that they may be using against these narcissistic victims. So I just wanted to address these top things here. Like I said, we may have a second video on this, or I may have a second video on this coming up, where we talk a little bit more in depth about these particular things. So we're going to say that this could conceivably be part 1 of episode 95. And possibly in the future I'll come up with some other things related to this episode that we can actually do a refresher episode on and talk a little bit about. So this has been episode 95, how the narcissist chooses their victims. I'm going to say to you guys, I hope you guys have an awesome, great day. Stay tuned for some other upcoming episodes on the N.A.R.C.N network, and also on the Unmasking Narcissist channel. But for now, I'm going to say have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys really soon.